Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac Anti-Birth. Afterbirth Plus is what I mean to say. I almost said Anti-Birth Plus, if that's any consolation. We got some stuff to do. But I promised we would do a run as the new character. You might be wondering, why do you have stuff unlocked as the new character? On launch day, I split time between YouTube and Twitch. So the first run was on YouTube, then I streamed on Twitch for a while. Those runs are starting to make their way over to YouTube, and probably the first Apollyon run has made it over here. But I wanted to do a run just to, like, teach you on YouTube the basics as well. But it's basically just going to be like a non-progress oriented run. Instead, the progress is going to be within us all along. We're just going to look for having fun. AV6TBJPH. So, as Apollyon, I actually can't say for certain how, like, the starting stats are. Seems like speed might be a little lower than average unless you're Maggie. And, damage is not necessarily the greatest, but the spacebar item there is called the Void, and it is, trust me, very unique when it comes to its effects. And when we come to an item room, I'll explain what this item does. In contrast to Anti-Birth, where Jacob and Esau are extremely interesting, but possibly also, like, borderline non-functional, depending on... I mean, it's really cool when you can get a Jacob and Esau run to pop off, and part of the draw of Anti-Birth is that, you know, it's challenging to begin with. You know, it's harder, whereas Isaac has become maybe a little bit on the easy side on the official track, if you've played for, you know, 5 years straight, as many people, including myself, have. This character, on the other hand, seems easy-ish, easy to get overpowered, and has a really cool spacebar item that is completely, dare I say, novel. So how does it work? The item has been removed. It cost us range, but it gave us luck. So the Void, if you're astute, you might be saying, well, obviously this is an item that takes an item pedestal and turns it into random stat upgrades. And you're half right, but you're actually more like 25% right. By the way, I'm sure many people have already watched enough content on this game to know what the actual, like, effect is here. I'm teasing it out, okay? Allow me to build a moment here. The real draw for this item is what it can do for you on active items, and what it can do for you on rooms where there's, oh god. What it can do for you on rooms where there's multiple items, and what it can do for you once you really, really start to get some momentum. It's an item that gets much stronger, I think, as the run goes along. And the basic gist of this is, because we didn't get an active item right away, I'll just tell you. If you use the Void on an active item while it's on a pedestal, you will get the effect of that item sucked into the pedestal. So let's say there's a portable slot up there. We suck it up with the Void. From that point on, anytime we use the Void again, we'll get the portable slot effect. So it'll take a penny and possibly give us something. Doesn't sound that great, but then, okay, you go into your next item room and you've got a deck of cards. You suck it up. Now every time you press the spacebar item, or press the spacebar, you've got deck of cards and portable slot. And then you get Pandora's box. And then you're on the cathedral, and you've got more angel items that you even know what to do with. You're starting to see where, you know, we can get to a cool point there. I think that half of the value of this item is, that was so bad. Half of the value of this item is, the stat increases that you can get. Like, if you find an item you like, you take it. If you find an item you don't like, just, you know, either suck it up or reroll it. But the other half is basically you're curating and creating the greatest spacebar item you could possibly imagine. Like one of the ones we had on stream, I had Pandora's box, blank card with a Joker card along with it, and then like various other items. So every time I pressed the spacebar to suck in a new item, I also got a deal with the devil. I also got items or whatever Pandora's box was going to give me. I also used the Joker card, and also, like, I think I have deck of cards, so I created another card as well every time. And there was more stuff along, like, Satanic Bible I had. So every time I used it, I also got a Demon Heart along with it. So you can get, like, some ridiculously overpowered combinations. I really, really am enamored with this design. Like, I just shot speed and a tarot card? Hell no. Yeah, give me shot speed and speed instead. Okay, well, you know, the best laid plans of mice and men and all that. Down to the next floor. We do have, like, another secondary goal, ostensibly, if we would like. Doing boss rush would be good, because I didn't do it on any of our streamed runs. There are some intricacies with this character that I'm not going to be aware of right away, and we'll figure them out together. For example, if you suck up an active Guppy item, does it count as a Guppy item? I don't know. What happens if you suck up the D4? I'm assuming if you suck up the D4 or the D100, it's just going to give you the effect of the D4 or D100 every time you use it. Could you breakfast yourself as a result? I would assume yes, but I honestly do not know. So, we'll have to work for that. What about Deals with the Devil? It doesn't work on Deals with the Devil unless you pay for an item, and then, you know, when the pedestal is up. Like, it's an active item, you pay for it, and then you go, okay, I don't want this, give me back the void, and then you get the effect of the sucking of it up. Otherwise, you'd get all the Deals with the Devil items for free, which would be obviously very good. As much as I like the Mom's Wig, like, it's actually a great item, I think to experience the true flavor of Apollyon, we should maybe try to reroll it via that reroll machine into an active item. And hopefully we'll be able to start to build an awesome active item. Like, what it does is it makes spacebar items that suck actually a lot of fun. Now when you see Book of Shadows and you don't have a reroll, not Book of Shadows, sorry, a Book of Secrets, or something along those lines, and you don't have a reroll, you don't go, oh, what a wasted item room. You go, okay, well now every time I use my spacebar item in the future, it's going to give me that effect. Is that good in its own right? I mean, not by itself, but once you start stacking up, you know, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, you know, spacebar items inside of that, the void, you can start to get some really good effects out of it. Come on. I don't want to take damage here, as you might expect, but I also don't want to lose that Tinted Rock, but whatever, that's fine. Okay, so I think we're going to go back, we're going to give it some money and try to reroll it into an active item. And you can use this to gain more consumables. You can use this to, let's say you get a, I don't know, D4 or something. Reroll a bad run. I mean, these are, it pains me to reroll some of these, but it's got to be done. Well, it doesn't have to be done at all, but I'm going to do it. Two different things, though. That's not an active item. That's just a familiar there. Basically, the world is our oyster when it comes to this item, and hopefully we'll learn about it together. Like, I could use the item right now and it wouldn't do anything. That battery charge is awesome if we can find a reason to use this item multiple times. But, that worked. We'll have to play it by ear. I'm sure there's some runs on which, you know, this character is going to be amazing, and I'm sure there's some runs on which this character is going to be pretty much the same as any other character. There's probably going to be times where we want to leave this item and take something a little bit more reliable, maybe, or a little bit more consistent, but I don't know, is it? Because, like, if you have a spacebar item on a pedestal, wouldn't you rather have that item in almost every case combined with every other spacebar item you've ever seen? Unless you get a bad spacebar item, like, I guess Glass Cannon could be, could actually be bad. Nope. There goes my Deal with the Devil chance. I really didn't want to use the High Priestess there, but I thought, like, you know, we got it. If we don't use it now, we might not live, or we would have lost our Deal with the Devil chance anyway. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. If we tried to fight our way out, we get another battery charge. Well, we should take advantage of the cursed room here. By the way, if you want to turn on this HUD for yourself in game, I should have mentioned this earlier. It's just down here. Found HUD. Turn that on, and you'll get the you get that interface on the other side here. I also think that Apollyon makes shops a lot better, because there's oftentimes active items you don't really want, so you buy them, you suck them up, and then you move on with your life. Hopefully we get an active item on here that we can take advantage of. Even, nope. Algiz. Could be good. So what do? Well, I think we suck up the Seraphim to try to get a better stat upgrade. We got luck and lost range. Honestly, dude, you cannot make me a better fan of luck. So I'm not disappointed by that. But so far, this item has not popped off, and I'll just be honest with you. It doesn't seem like Boss Rush is going to become too likely for us on this run. Well, let's see what we got going on in here. It's the pin fight. And I won't lie to you, like, my dream with this item is to become Cell from the Cell game saga of Dragon Ball Z. If let me put on my nerd glasses. Nah, everybody watched Dragon Ball Z, man. Don't try to exploit that for nerd cred. I want to suck up the power from all the spacebar items in the game and become the strongest Isaac that's ever existed in Isaac Town. This is something I don't know. Belly button. Oh, it's the We already had that, man. I've done some runs since then, again, on Twitch, so have mercy is what I'll say. Curse of the Blind. Dude, do you really have to screw me this badly? I'm trying to show off your wonderful new character. And in return, this is what I get. Active items, passive items, Curse of the Blind. The one time I want the game to give me a bunch of shitty active items is the one time they refuse. And I almost fell into my Barack Obama cadence there. Let me tell you. Okay. We're, like, woefully underpowered right now. I mean, to be fair, we should have taken Mom's Wig. And, maybe if we'd taken Mom's Wig, we would have gotten a deal with the devil. But let's try not to go too far down that rabbit hole. We can hold 2 trinkets. We have 4 keys, no other consumables. It would be very nice to get the deal with the devil here. Even though Apollyon deals with the devil are not necessarily lights out. It's kind of nice. We're going to have an early run in the Afterbirth Plus canon that is somewhat tricky. You know, it's not going to be easy. The last one was long-ish, but it did end up being fairly easy, I think, by the end of it. We were pretty much bereft of concern. But we don't know what it is, so, you know, you'll forgive me. Well, we should pick it up, because if it's a passive item, we may want it. And if it's an active item, we can put it back down and suck it up with the void. $3 bill. Alright, I promise you, one day, we will see an active item, we will know it's an active item, and we will gain its effects. I'm seeing a little bit of the feast or famine. Why did we lose stats all of a sudden there? Did you see that? Oh, probably $3 bill. Sometimes different tier effects can change our stats, maybe? Seems plausible. Yeah, like 2020 changes our stats. Gives you better shot speed? I didn't know that. And we got increased range on triple shot. Interesting. The more you know, dude. If nothing else, and you know, it's actually like a big if, but the HUD here has helped me out a lot. And in both games, Okay, obviously that was a poor play. I'm begging you. Give me the money that allows me to get the shop to start popping off so I can start to have a lights out run with Apollyon. My patience wears thin. It's like our first penny. Well, our first penny since the last floor where we had several pennies, but... Alright. In the interest of getting a deal with the devil, let's try this. Throw this down there, blow you up. It's like an extra 10% chance. Extra 35% chance? Excuse me? Big horn. So this is the analog to Little Horn. That is a big, annoying asshole... stupid face who annoys the shit out of me. I've only fought him once before. He's extremely annoying. He's so goddamn tanky. There we go. I got there. I will probably die right now. And you know what? I'm okay with that. We'll start another run. If we die. Oh, the fire is doing my job for me. Thank you so much. Please land in the fire again. It's the only thing I've ever wanted in my life. I didn't know I wanted anything in my life until got to this moment. Homing tears. We don't really need homing tears. We need like big ol' kick this dude's ass immediately tears. Close range is pretty dangerous. I can't believe that mushroom is not blown up yet. And again, like, I can't stress enough that, to the best of my knowledge, using the spacebar is going to accomplish nothing for us here. Stay strong. Stay strong. Survive. Oh, we got number 1. What the fuck? Oh! Here we go. Restart, restart. You know what? This is going to be a better run anyway. RW8N G7LW. Yeah, you know, this character's really strong. Like, all you need to do is ever see an active item in your entire life, or at least, you know, be able to know what the items are, so if there's shit, you can reroll them, and blah, 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 blah. You know what? It all comes down to me fucking up the, that room just before the boss on the second floor, and losing, like, our 2/3 extra chance for the deal with the devil. So we're gonna try to make this one work. It's gonna be better. I assure you. It honestly can't get much worse. That boss is no joke, but by the end of it, I was really starting to feel out those patterns. It wasn't fucking me as bad as, like, some of the anti-birth bosses still do to this day. Which I'm very appreciative of. Not the fucking so much as the, you know, the fact that in this it's maybe a little easier. A bomb for Samson's Lock. Not necessarily bad. Although we don't have a bomb right now to speak of. Come on, active items, active items. Give me a library. That's how I really started to pop off on one of the runs on stream. I had a library show up. And even though the books weren't that amazing, the fact that we were able to get 5 effects every single time we pressed the spacebar was amazing. You know, we got like a Book of Sin, Bible, which isn't that great unless you know it's coming, but still. And we were able to like really... But Book of Secrets, etc., etc. We were able to really, like, hobble together a half-decent spacebar item out of those 5 pretty bad spacebar items relatively early, and, you know, that's all it takes to maybe get your foot in the door here. We're not quite there yet, but I feel more comfortable right now. Curse of the Unknown is irrelevant right now, and Sack Dagger we take. You don't turn Sack Dagger into a stat upgrade. You don't make friends with Sack Dagger. You don't make friends with Sack Dagger. Now it's the... It went from the Simpsons song, You Don't Make Friends with Salad, to the, as every Canadian will know, the Just for Laughs Gags theme song. It's our version of Candid Camera, but it's from French Canada, so you know what we call it? It's not Candide Camera, it's just French Canada's Candid Camera. Really rolls off the tongue. Alright, well this is an interesting thing I hadn't thought about. If this guy gives me an HP upgrade, we could just turn it into a stat increase despite not being able to get it. Now, I don't think that that's going to be a very often used way of taking advantage of that, the Void item, and we didn't even get to use it that time. But it's kind of a funny way to think about it. You know, in the off chance you find an item that's not usable, you can at least turn it into something more useful. Should be cool here. Active item? It's again not an active item, but I will turn it into stats. This time I gave us shot speed and lowered our range. That seems to be a bit of a common result here. Gain shot speed, lower range. But it's better than Mom's Eye, probably. Unless, you know, we got an awesome Mom's Eye run. Maybe we should have tried to get... I was gonna say we should have tried to get to an arcade. But, like, how? We didn't have any bombs on the last floor. We're gonna find the magical secret room just by accident? Like, I don't think that's too likely. We can probably kickstart our Apollyon dream on the shop on this floor. We've got enough bombs and enough money to make it work, I think. Oh, and we just got a shiny nickel back there. The question is, do we want to go hard on the deal with the devil chance? Let's see what's in here first. Nun's Habit would be cool. We have to buy something to turn it into a stat increase. Rest assured, I'm aware of the fact that these are both passives, and just thrilled about it. You know, you ever show, like, a song to your friend, and when you listen to it, every moment is, like, sublime, and when they listen to it, they're like, when does the good part start? I swear there are good parts, okay? I think we just buy Nun's Habit and save our charge. There wasn't even a space bar in there, so, like, we're really on the clock right now. We got through him. He gave us HP. And then the deal with the devil gave us the goat head. So, I'm gonna take the goat head, and I'm gonna take the HP, and I promise you in the future, you have my word, that we will get an active item, we will turn it into our spacebar item, and we will get the greatest spacebar item that mankind has ever seen, and you will rue the day that you thought it could not happen. Right now, though, I gotta be honest, I'm just loving Sack Dagger. So what's the sum total of the Void on this run so far? Well, did you see the shot speed upgrade and range downgrade we picked up? That's the money maker right there. Still, from a strictly, like, character agnostic standpoint, this run is very good. I love an early Sack Dagger. Don't forget about Nun's Habit. Don't forget about Toothpicks. Don't forget about Goat Head. There's so many things not to forget about. Come back here. I don't know what was up with that. I got juked by the heart. We should be fine to kill these guys. We'll want to worry about some of the other enemies, though. Like, is that guy's gonna become ooze, right? Not explode. Please become ooze. Don't explode. He's done it. Alright, we should really endeavor to have a blood bank on the next floor. I can't stress enough. You gotta take my word for it. No, dude, the live version's better. Just trust me, okay? Why do you show me this stuff? This character sucks, dude. I just want to play as Azazel. Oh, come on, dude, but there's all sorts of emergent gameplay that you can get into, and, you know, like, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Like, meet me in the middle here. It's gonna take a minute, alright? If you're still here 20 minutes after the start of this run, and, you know, you're waiting for it to get good, I owe you. I owe you this character popping off. You can also... Oh, that was real dumb. Have my recommendation to watch the, this Twitch streams as well, because both runs we did with this character on the Twitch stream were great. Do mushrooms explode into poison? No. That one exploded into a penny. That's beautiful. And that is how profit is made. Tell the story again, Mom! No, please get your father, Kevin O'Leary, to tell the story. Mom, every time Kevin O'Leary talks about profit, he gets a big old boner. Oh, dude. This is the dream. Well, you idiot, you missed the item. Did I? Did I, though? So what does this mean? This means that now, every time I use my spacebar item, it will count as Forget Me Now. Is that good? No. I mean, in the end, it probably allows us to get like a nearly infinite supply of items. It's really bad for our plan of getting to boss rush, and probably will cannibalize the effect of some other spacebar items as well, because, you know, if we get a consumable that drops, who gives a shit if we immediately go down to the next floor? However, it's got some interesting, you know, mechanics along with it. It's probably bad, but I took it anyway just to show what's possible with this item. And, you know, the run giveth, the run fucking taketh away, bud. Okay, don't throw. We're still low on HP. Despite the fact that we now have an active item, and, you know, I told you everything was going to be fine once that day came. It's not fine, okay? HP is still in a wonky fucking spot. There we go. And there's no red hearts available, sadly. Got our charge back. I mean, I suppose we could just Forget Me Now right away, but we should at least go to, like, item rooms and shops. You know what? I don't like that room, so I've decided that I'm going to be leaving it and just coming down to this floor. I thought I was going to get hit there, to be honest with you. Why are these enemies getting deflected away from me? That's not what I want when I have Sack Dagger. Get out of here, you stupid spider. So I mean, let me just be honest with you. We're gonna have to choose to end this run at some point. We could play it forever. We could probably play it until we break the game. 5 years on, not my style. I like a run to have an end point. My peak Isaac performance, those runs tend to be like an hour-ish long. We're not even at halfway there, so we got some time. But just keep in mind, I'm probably not going to just grind out 500 items on this, but I'd like to get some more active items. And this is actually a good chance to, because I think we can get Shoop to Whoop from the basic Envy. And if we get Shoop to Whoop, we will add it to our collection of items. We should, I mean, adding Shoop to Whoop is one thing, but we're just going to teleport out of whatever room we use it on. So Shoop to Whoop is actually, like, not that useful for us, I think. We didn't get it anyway, of course, so don't worry about it. I was just hoping maybe one of, like, the first 20 rooms that we would go to would have a red heart, but I guess that's a ridiculous ask. I don't even know why I brought it up. Like, oh, do you need HP to survive or something? Like some sort of little baby? I guess that makes me a baby. Open this. Hello, golden chest that we've seen many times that always contains 5 cents. Hello, room that is slightly new and also dropped a red heart. Okay, so we don't want to Forget Me Now right away here. Amazingly, For all the meandering, we're on pace for boss rush, which is hilarious to me. I think we'll try it. What is up with you? These are like enemies out of Crawl. Addicted. Whoa, that would have left us in a bad spot. Good, good, good. Better, closer, warmer. There we go. Well, we're not quite on pace for boss rush, but we're not too far off. In theory, like, we could get into boss rush, steal the items, or at least get the stat increase many, many times over the course of, you know... I mean, basically as many times as we could swing it before the 20-minute threshold showed up. The danger is I can't really use my spacebar item without nullifying the progress that I've made on the floor, so we have to worry about that. In a way, we're incentivized to pick up way more passive items now, because if we pick up an active item, well, I mean, we take on its power, but also it gets sucked deep within our body, which is pretty dope in like a, you know, gross sort of way, but also at the same time, like, I need to make some forward progress. Also, like, HP. Just throwing that out there. Experimental treatment. Let's take it. We can get spun. We got damage. Lost luck. Got an Eternal Heart on this room, which is dope. These are not active items, so I'm just going to take them. I'm going to take the red heart. I'm going to take this. Why not even... There you go. We got the Hermit even, which allows us to teleport. What's the value in teleportation? The same value there always is in teleport. Some things never change. For everything else, there's MasterCard, dude. I think I've fucked myself out of being able to use this item in an obvious way. Like, no, you dummy. We have Goat Head, though. Like, if I use the item, we have to redo the floor. Now, we're gonna get stronger every time we do it. I guess we'll have to weigh the odds. Like, I don't want to do it for shit items. What a twist. This is like some Gift of the Magi shit. Like, I'll take Cube of Meat. I like Cube of Meat. What do we got in here, though? It's 9 lives. I suppose we should take it. Don't really lose anything for taking it. Get closer to the Guppy Dream. Would be nice to have that Eternal Heart now, but I don't know, dude. I guess if you... One thing we could do is if we find the item room, like, super early on a floor. You know what? We could just be like, I don't like the fact that I've got a curse on this floor. And sure, you might think... You're coming from a scarcity mindset, where you're like... I don't want to miss an item room. No, you don't understand. You're not missing an item room. We have infinite. We have infinite item rooms. We can choose to go to them, or we can choose not to go to them. It doesn't matter. We are only limited by whether or not the game is going to crash, you know, during our short time on this planet. So, if we go down to a floor that has a curse we don't like, that curse is toast. See you later. We're gonna, you know, work our way towards our item room here. I'm starting to feel empowered by this. I'm gonna just assume that what our item is right now is the ability to choose your own floor. So that's what Void does. And if we can get an active item to work with it, I don't know what the fuck we're looking for. We need an active item that, like, benefits us regardless of the fact that we're gonna not be on the floor to pick up whatever it drops. It has to commit something, like, directly to our character forever, which is interesting, and, you know, not too many items do that. You gotta go. Dude, thank God for Sack Dagger. Again, I can't stress this enough. I might be playing this the wrong way. However, we do have no scarcity. And the only scarcity is, like, our health, which honestly 9 lives is taken care of. We should go to the curse room, get out, and just do the floor all over again. Like, yeah, sure, I'll take Tears Up. We got a Tears Up on this floor. That's a big bonus. But then if we're like, oh, we're gonna die if we leave, fuck that, we're not gonna die if we leave. We're just gonna take the Forget Me Now. Am I worried about boss rush? I would like to do boss rush, but I think it's more important to have a novel run. Like, how many times are we gonna do boss rush as this character? 20,000? Like, I'm so tempted to just be like, see you later. Why wouldn't we? We just got a Tears upgrade. All we need to do is come back here. Oh, and there's a library now. Now, mind you, yeah, okay, dumb play on my part. Mind you, there's essentially very little or no benefit to the library because all of the books... No, wait, Book of Revelations gives you a spirit heart. It doesn't leave one on the ground. Also, you were supposed to bring balance to the Force, not destroy it? I think we can... Yeah, that was smart. That was a good play. Okay, so stop throwing your lives away here, but I think we can do something on this floor. Obviously, I'm trying to swing the Guppy Dream as well. Boss Rush is probably not going to happen. What if that's a black market? We can sleep in the bed as well, and that should... that guy's so tanky. Should give us a Spirit Heart boost as well. I'm sorry to do this, Judge. There's like so much shit over there. I can't see, dude. It won't let me sleep in the bed because my HP's not... Can't even get on... Oh, did you have to do that? This is a great floor, actually, because the shop is super close as well. Now, should we have taken the damage in the process? Probably not. That's life, dude. Sometimes you take damage. We could suck Shoop the Whoop into our miasma, but it really actually does not benefit us, and I mean that sincerely. Raw Mega. Get away from me, please. The reason that I don't care about Shoop the Whoop is because using Shoop the Whoop is going to create a laser beam. We are then immediately going to teleport down, well, laterally, I suppose, to the same floor. So I don't perceive... Okay, so those just follow you forever, huh? That's, yeah. Okay. That's not a library, unfortunately, I'm realizing now as well. Don't... Okay, look. We gotta stop walking on the spikes, man. This is getting ridiculous. I don't think I want to fight this boss. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think I want to fight this boss. I think maybe I want to blow this guy up. Can we hold that? No. I want to blow that guy up. Maybe I want to press the spacebar item right after that. Reroll this floor. I want this floor to think about what it's done. What do you got for me in here? A wrath fight? Don't mind if I do. Thanks for the bombs. A justice card? You shouldn't have. Okay. So we've lost any and all forward momentum on this run. Why go to curse rooms if you know you have to use the spacebar item on them? Well, I'm hoping to get the Guppy Dream. We're actually down to 4 lives, and this is where I start to get a little nervous, because we're not like 4 lives, hey, stop goofing off. We're like 4 lives, what do we do? I don't know. I've accidentally committed to a spacebar item I should not have stuck with. We can use the Void to give us a passive stat boost. If we don't like the passives that were given to us on a room. No pills, even? At least give me a bad pill so I know that you're there. Can you hear me? I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore. Dude, back it off. There we go. Alright. Oh, holy night. The sun is brightly shining. Tears up. Lovely. Glad to have it. Thank you. You're too good to me. Get out of here, enemies that can do 1 full heart of damage in a single hit. Although we only have a half heart right now anyway. Oh, sometimes you gotta have balls! Okay, I freaked out there. I admittedly flew a little too close to the sun. We need to get to this item room. We need to finish this floor, too. Just give me a sensible boss, please. You can't fly, you dumb idiot. 3 lives. Let's do this. What a run. Late December back in 2017. Afterbirth Plus has just released on Steam. What a character, what a run. What a run. I can't hit, let's be honest, it's been a long day of talking. I'm not hitting that note anytime soon. It's a guppy item. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Yeah, that's the Hermit card. Taking me to the shop, as it always does. It's actually the Hermit card, making its way downtown, walking fast, stations past, and it's homebound. It's Tech X. So good. We gotta take it. And I think this is probably the last time we're gonna do this floor. I would like to leave after this moment. This floor is, it's taken too many of my lives right now. There's probably a sensible reason to redo it. What have we gained, by the way, for all of the times we've come down here? Pisces and now Tech 0.5. Tech 0.5 is beautiful, but apart from that, we weren't really knocking it out of the park with our previous items. Oh, and Guppy's Tail. But again, Guppy's Tail was on this floor. Come on, do it. Oh, just Guppy me, dude. Just Guppy me. We got Goat Head, so there's a chance we get the Guppy Dream regardless. But I'm tilting into the stratosphere at the present moment. I think with 3 lives, we're still probably completely fine. Shoot, coward, you're only gonna open a red chest for me. Okay, well that's Mega. Normally you would want to suck up Mega. No doubt. I can't. It takes away from this character's flavor. It's not in my blood to do that on this run. Not on the first run as a new character will I get rid of their flavor to take Mega. You can't make me. Please give me a worthwhile item. It's good enough. The Spirit Hearts. The Spirit Heart, I should say. I mean, again, we could suck up the Mega effect, but I don't think it's actually gonna do anything. But we have to try. Do we just have Mega immediately on the next floor? No, we do not. That would have been sick, though, right? Okay. Well, I sucked up Mega. Our tier delay is, like, it's a lot lower now, which is awesome. But now we have to do this whole floor all over again. I feel like I have to say, give it a chance. You're gonna watch this run, and if this is the only exposure you've had to this character, you're gonna be like, this character's stupid. No, it's not. The first, run that we threw at... the first run we threw at. No, the first run we had, where we lost... There's Guppy. Was really just... bad. Like, that run was just bad luck. This run is actually great. If I'd been able to will myself to not suck up Forget-Me-Now, we would have Mega. We'd have Mega and Shoop-to-Whoop. We'd have, like, a nice little suite of damage. Instead, what I've done is doomed us with a permanent Forget-Me-Now. But when you put it that way, it doesn't sound half bad. Permanent Forget-Me-Now? In the heart of America. To be honest with you, the permanent Forget-Me-Now has allowed us to get Guppy really quickly. We've lost some lives in the process, but we got Guppy, we got Tech X, or Tech 0.5, I should say. Like, it has allowed us to get ridiculously powerful. Speaking of which, in the end, like, this permanent Forget-Me-Now has really been inside of us the whole time. But really, it's been, like, a solid pickup. It's just not quite the flavor that you'd normally want for this character. But now we can steamroll the rest of the game. And at least you got a little bit of a feel for it, I suppose. I mean, if we want the easy win, just take that. Don't take the Razor Blade, though, for fuck's sake. One thing we could do, as ridiculous as this probably sounds, if we go really, really fast and get to the Hush fight... oh, we got 120 volt right there. If we go really, really fast and get to the Hush fight, we could Forget-Me-Now for, like, many multiple item rooms, you know? You know what I mean? Like, first off, rather than doing this room, why don't we just do that? We should just do it until we get an XL floor. Ipecac shots. You wouldn't. You did with the Ipecac shots, really? Or Fire Mine, maybe? Devil card is worth keeping. Spirit Hearts. Okay, let's start our ascent into victory here. Think of it. You go down to the Hush fight. Should probably drop the left hand. You go down to the Hush fight. You take the item rooms, look at the shop, buy a battery charge, Forget-Me-Now, do it all over again, as long as the keys last, at least. Okay, yeah, we don't want left hand, because we already have Guppy. Let's get a move on here. The run is now highly doable. I think. Should we open golden chest? I don't know. I'm gonna save Okay, that one was too close to not get. But apart from that, I think I'm going to save keys for this, like, Hush Gambit. Now, we do have to do 4 floors in 6.5 minutes. Strikes me as a little bit of a pipe dream, but could work. And now this run is overpowered. Hilariously enough, after the 8 deaths, one of which happened about 15 seconds ago, we're now so overpowered that it's like a joke. I kind of like that about this character. The Forget-Me-Now did well by us. The pause is meaningless with our current combination, which is a bummer. I need to find a way to... I need to find a shell to fit that item in. Because right now, it's not really fitting what I'm trying to put down. These have stopped giving me keys, and as a result, forget it. I'm not going to the shop. We really got to make, like, progress quickly here. So I'm going to stop dilly-daddling. I'm going to be looking for stuff like Emperor cards, if possible. But anyway, you could get a lot of different varieties of run with a seed like this if you were just a little bit more choosy than I was. Are you out of your mind? There is no way you're getting to the Hush fight on this. You got 5 minutes to go 3 more floors. Or are we? We don't need Mom's Knife. This is like the Kermit, Cloaked Kermit meme now. Fuck it, let's take it. We're gonna stack out of control. Don't even give me this. The expansion just came out. We're trying to execute an amazing Forget-Me-Now synergy on the Hush fight. So you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna take Mom's Knife to try to make that dream come true. I'm gonna try to get infinite items on the chest, or on the Hush fight, as long as our keys hold, which is why I will not be using keys. And also why I will not be, what, the 56 cents could be very good, actually. It's also why I will not be going into the shop or a double key room. Is it a bit of a gamble? Oh yeah, like, no doubt. You are correct. This is stupid. But it's my last chance to redeem myself. So let me outline this play for you. If you're watching this and you're like, what the hell is this guy doing? Basically, we want to get down to the Hush fight, which we have to get to within 30 minutes. Doesn't seem implausible. Take the Polaroid. You know what? We should take doubled chests. Even though I can't see what my HP is, I feel confident in that. Then, we're going to spam Forget-Me-Now. Open everything that we want to open. With a priority on item rooms. Maybe just item rooms and possibly, the shop to get a battery charge or to get more keys. There is a library, or at least some kind of, you know, special room here. Do I really want to Forget-Me-Now? Amazingly, like, we could. We have the time, thanks to that Mom's Knife pickup. And it's only 1 key to get in. You can also check out any time, but you can never leave. Yeah, we should do that. It's going to give us a Spirit Heart every time we use it then, which could contribute to making us nearly unkillable when we actually have to fight Hush. Because we do have to fight Hush in order to, you know, get through that. We should also get a 2nd level cube of Meatite. Maybe not, because we're going to a new floor technically here. So now, every time we use our spacebar item, let's take an audit. We'll have Forget-Me-Now, which will work immediately. We'll have Mega, which won't work at all, unfortunately. We'll have Book of Shadows, which won't work at all, and we'll gain a Spirit Heart. So we have... The gaining of a Spirit Heart is at least pretty meaningful. And again, if we can spam this, you know, 5 or 6 times on the Hush fight, or on the Hush floor at least, could contribute to some importance. But, you know, I'll admit, this is a stupid plan. My plan is dumb. And we're still, like, a little slower than I would like to be just to get down there in the first place. We got 10 keys, though. Made a lot of progress in the last few minutes, without a doubt. Suppose we could also just, you know, use Forget-Me-Now over and over on the chest. So Skull X first. This should be easy. Because of our mapping, you don't take damage anymore, huh? Maybe his head takes damage now? Oh, he just fighting a version of this boss that has no weak point, I suppose. That's pretty cool. No, it's that big thing on the end of his tail, I think. Just have to time it better. Or just hit him like that. Moldy Bread, Midnight Snack. It's an HP upgrade. I would love to take a stat upgrade for those bombs, but now is not the time, my friend. Now is not the time. What are we looking for? Boss room and keys. If we can get those, this dream may actually be real. This whole video may have a reason to exist. And I may have redeemed myself in the eyes of our Lord and Savior, Breadman, Moldy Breadman, Tyrone Rodriguez McMillan. And actually, like, 2 minutes is more than enough time to make this happen. As much as that sounds ridiculous, or at least would have sounded ridiculous very recently, I actually think we can come in here as well. And I want to spend the keys, though. You just picked up 4. I thought maybe we can get another payout, but that's okay. We do need the money. As long as it doesn't take very long to get it, I'll take it. Probably not a good pill right now. And I think once we're down there, we're immune to time. Like, not on a cosmic sense. That would be like, you know, ridiculous. But on a functional sense, I think we can basically reroll, or sorry, forget me now, until we just don't get charges anymore, or until we run out of keys to get value out of the item rooms. We also could get value out of the item rooms by sucking them into our spacebar. I think we may have done it, the absolute madman. First off, sure, give me the ability to fly. I'll take the permanent Polaroid invincibility. Remember, to get out, we gotta kill the Hush. So we still need to get some advantage here. I don't think we're gonna open the golden chest. I think we're exclusively gonna get these items. So we should definitely take Magic Mush. And we'll go to the shop as well. On this one, do we want a host hat or do we want random stats? I'm gonna take random stats. I can't take a battery charge with me, I'm just realizing. So we have to rely on there being a battery charge on the next floor. Don't spend any money. Take random stats. Get the Spirit Heart. And then redo this. Battery charge, please. Battery baby is not a battery charge, though. We might be able to get charged. And as long as we're okay with fighting Hush over and over, this could work. We can get a battery charge in one of those. Okay, definitely we want the wafer. I think we'd probably want to take the stats on that. That's not a battery charge, dude. God damn it. Does watch battery give us a little... We can get charged. I feel like we can get charged here. Let's do this. I can't believe it only worked once. Our second shop didn't have a battery charge in it. Are you kidding me, man? Oh, but look at that. We got a charge. Watch battery and battery baby. That's the ticket here. By the way, I know some of you astute viewers will be watching and going, well, there's like a little special area you can get to after this Hush fight. I'm teasing that out, okay? I already know it exists, but I want to keep the learning lessons coming slow. And I hope you'll forgive me. It's the last official expansion for Afterbirth. So I'm going to dole out the content, you know, in 30 to 60 minute bursts as I always do. We're not going to eat the whole candy bar in a single bite, even though we will have the opportunity to do so here. This run is all about making our spacebar item work despite the fact that I'm an idiot. Maybe our next run... Actually, next run we'll probably try to check out Greedier mode, even though it's going to kick my ass because it's super freaking tough, but... We're doing fine here, but I'm waiting on batteries, man. I still believe in my dream. We're doing ridiculous damage. I mean, our damage is 15. That's very good. And the run did turn out absurdly overpowered, actually. It took a while to get there, but... Or did it take no time at all? From some people's perspectives. Because, you see, you re-rolled the same floor many times. I don't think there was batteries, so... sadly... I guess we're gonna take Bursting Sack, because we already have Piercing Shots, and then you might as well donate a bunch of money. The moon. The new moon record. No, it just takes us out there. Alright, you got a battery charge for me? Probably not, huh? That doesn't look like a battery charge. Alright, fine, you got me. Let's steamroll the rest of the run. I know, there's a door there. On the chest, we can Forget Me Now. But we don't want to Forget Me Now forever, like, or maybe we do. I don't know, we'll see. It gives us a Spirit Heart every time. So as long as we can keep increasing our stats, could create like a dream run. Maybe we could breakfast ourselves, I don't know. Should save 4 keys. Should save more than 4 keys, honestly. But I don't feel too bad about key usage because I used some on the chest. Or sorry, on the Hush fight, trying to get our unlimited item dream to come true. And I would try that again, honestly. I still think there's a way that can work. If you had Sharp Plug, you could definitely... Like, this item would allow you to easily break the game with a variety of different items, one of which is Forget Me Now. Probably like D20. More that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I'm sure exist. It's just like, after a while, you just get a feel for exploitable items in Isaac. And I'm not even a game-breaking sort of dude. For the most part. I don't know why I said that so menacingly. For the most part. Okay, so we'll beat Isaac, go down to the chest, peep those items, make a decision on Forget Me Now, probably run out of keys, and then beat the game. But I'm here to say, like, this run didn't turn out the way that I intended it to turn out, but an unlimited Forget Me Now, cool concept for an item, and also has allowed us to get ridiculously overpowered. Although if we didn't stabilize ourselves when we did, we could have been screwed. So, we'll take this. Booger Tears. We'll take this. Yo, listen. This is Navi from Ocarina of Time. I honestly don't think we need Spirit Hearts or Charm Tears, so I'm going to reroll those. And by reroll, I mean Forget Me Now. And so we got stat increases for those. I don't know what the stat increases are. But we got them. I could have looked and I would have seen them, I guess. But we got Thunder Thighs, we got Dead Shot. We'll take Dead Shot. I would like to reroll, or Forget Me Now Thunder Thighs into a different stat. But if we don't have the opportunity to do it, then we don't have the opportunity to do it. Now, what does Look or Yo Listen do? And how are they going to avoid getting sued by Nintendo? Take Explosivo. We might as well take Hot Bombs, because we'd probably rather Forget Me Now that first room. But if we don't get any more keys, I'm just gonna win. I think this run has reached a logical endpoint where we got super stacked. I can't believe we made the Hush fight after going so slow. We've done it. Alright, cool run. I had a good time. I hope you did as well. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support on episode 1. This is episode 2. If you enjoy it, appreciate clicking the like button, subscribing if you want to see more in the future. There's going to be a ton of Anti-Birth Plus content, as I'm sure you guys are aware. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you next time.